Hello and welcome everyone to another YouTube exclusive episode of The List, bro. I'm your loving leader, benevolent host, and Midwest monster, Troy Adams. And joining me on the podcast Wrestling Society today, he is the Elix skipper to my Christopher Daniels. He is Greg. What up, Greg?
What up? So what, no love for low-key or what?
No. I saw a gif of him earlier today, actually, where in WWE, where he did like some flipping kick in the corner and just kicked Dolph Ziggler right in the face and knocked him the hell out.
Oh, good.
And you wonder why he isn't still with the WWE. Never mind. Anyway, we have a big list, bro, for you here today. I've been wanting to do this one for a while. This one is the top 10 storylines with no or unsatisfying conclusions. Oh, man, bro. Are you tuned up and ready for this one?
No. I mean, yeah.
I have a feeling that,
there's a couple on here that I'm like, wow, this could have been good, but you crapped on it.
Yeah, there are a couple on my list that are like that, but most of them, I thought were just death from the get-go. And I mean, I was like,
I
well,
can see that too.
Kind of a mercy killing, but whatever. But some of them, I'm still wondering. It's like, what the hell happened? All right. Anyway, let's see. I think, did I go first last week or did you? I forget. I think you went first. Okay. So you want me to do the honors this week, Abraham Lincoln?
Yeah, do the honors, do the job.
Do the J-O-B. All right, bro. Well, all right. I think it's time for the list, bro. Oh, hell yeah. All right.
Where's the velvet rope?
So I can limbo under it. Here we go. Number 10. I said McMahon's $1 Million Mania.
That had a great ending. What are you talking about? He almost died, bro.
Almost died. It was almost gone forever, bro. They just dropped it like a sack of potatoes. It was like, well, that sucked. Good Lord. Yeah, I guess. I mean, do you remember like that storyline was just like plagued from the get-go with, people weren't answering their phones or some people dropped off because they couldn't hear him or, whatever the hell. Just like, who thought that would be a good idea to give away money on live TV anyway? It's just like during a wrestling show. Apparently a billionaire, pal. Number 9.
Not after the XFL launches again.
Oh my God. No, that one's not giving millions of dollars away on live TV. That's burning millions of dollars on live TV. But that's beside the point. Number 9 also involves Vinnie Mac. I said Vince McMahon's illegitimate son.
Okay. Again, I got to call BS. What are you talking about? Had no satisfying ending.
It was Hornswoggle. What the hell? It's like, why? And I know that, and I mean, Bruce Pritchard confirmed this. It was supposed to be Mr. Kennedy, and then they just, he had his issues, and they switched it at the last second. But god dang. Hornswoggle was the best they could come up with?
Swoggle, bro.
Oh, that was so bad.
His son's going to be a dwarf, bro.
He's going to kick his little legs and jump up in the air and click his heels, bro. Which he did. But anyway, he wasn't a dwarf. He was a leprechaun. God. And he couldn't talk.
Didn't they literally call him, and please excuse my language, little bastard?
Yeah. I have a friend who still refers to him as the little bastard, so because he thought it was so hilarious. But yeah, so there's that.
Yes, child illegitimacy. That's hilarious.
Well,
excuse my butchering of that word, by the way.
At the time, when they were actually, it was weird because it wasn't during that time that they called him the little bastard. They called him the little bastard when he was just the leprechaun that hid under the ring.
With the shillelagh, get it right.
And then later on, he did become, quote, the little bastard, literally, and they didn't call him that anymore. So it was weird. Weird how that worked out.
It's weird when you actually call. Never mind.
I just offended a crap ton of people, and me calling him a leprechaun was not an insult. He was supposed to be a leprechaun that hid under the ring with a damn shillelagh. So there's that. And then at the end, he turns out to be Finley's kid or whatever the hell. So, God. Number 8. You might not remember this. It's from TNA. Who kidnapped Samoa Joe?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody pulled up in a van, stuffed him in the back, drove away. He showed up a couple weeks later. He was fine. Never mentioned it again.
He was not gone forever, bro.
Yeah. They were just like, you know what? We had this as a segment. We didn't really have a payoff to it. Forget it. Nobody remembers. Nobody cares, bro. Move on.
That actually was Russo, by the way.
Yeah, it was. So our overuse of bro and the New York accent was justified there. Number 7. I have a feeling this may be on your list. I said GTV. Do you remember that one?
I do.
Supposedly, it was supposed to be Tom Green behind all of it, according to Chris Jericho, but Vince McMahon...
And why wouldn't it?
Yeah, because, let's work Tom Green into Monday Night Raw. And for the record...
Oh, man. Just imagine, God, and I hope no one hears this and takes offense. Russo's doing this, okay? They for sure would have exploited his one testicle. You know they would have. You know he would have.
Oh, my gosh. I can just, picture Russo sitting there just whacking off to Freddie Got Fingered, and it's like, oh, man, we got to put him on the show, bro.
Wow.
And that was the name of his, the only movie of his that I know of. I think he was in Road Trip or whatever the hell, but...
Hey, Stealing Harbor was a classic, man.
Oh, yeah. I will admit, as far as Tom Green...
Jason Lee.
As far as...
Were great.
Yeah, as far as Tom Green movies go, that movie was funny, but I hate Tom Green as a comedian. I think he's, not even kind of funny. And apparently, Vince McMahon agreed to this, and then once they started it, he finally figured out who Tom Green was, decided he's not funny, and canceled the whole thing.
He's Canadian, pal.
Yeah, it's like, if you're going to agree to this whole thing, wouldn't you figure he'd look into it before saying, yeah, sure, whatever, put him on the show? What the hell? Whatever.
I thought you told me never to use logic with Vince McMahon. You told me that.
I know. And Bruce Pritchard says the same thing. Don't try to apply logic to an illogical situation. Number 6. Who raised the briefcase on Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Big Boss Man.
Well, they implied it, but they didn't come right out and say it was him. No, what?
Well, I got that from Bruce Pritchard's podcast. He said that was the payoff.
Yeah, but the thing was, they never said it on TV. They just ignored it. It happened. They moved on. What the heck? That's a huge plot point of the main event of a pay-per-view and a major storyline, and they don't have a real payoff to it.
Yeah. Hey, they could have just not have anyone raise the briefcase at all, okay?
Well, if that's the alternative,
sign me up.
You're right. Number 5, I said the Fake Kane.
Oh, man, yeah. There's another one that just, went away.
Yeah.
Didn't happen. Never happened, bro.
What was it? Was it May 8th or May 18th? Or am I way
May 19th.
May 19th. Okay, I knew it was in that area.
In the realm.
Yeah. The whole May 19th, Fake Kane showing up, cosplaying his old school Kane there. They don't explain any of this. They, kind of give a half-assed, oh, he was a sick SOB growing up. Kane grew up with him, which, why was Kane growing up with anybody? I thought he was, held away somewhere by Paul Bearer, getting his mind poisoned about his brother. But anyway.
Dude, shut up.
I know.
Holes, bro.
The hell. Yeah, they don't explain any of this. Why does Kane hate May 19th? Why is Fake Kane there? Why did he throw him out the door without his mask and then he never returned after just beating him at the pay-per-view? Whatever.
Well, that's the purpose of this list, to piss you off about stuff. So there you go.
I guess.
I didn't think we were supposed to piss ourselves off, but hey, whatever. Good job.
Yeah, I did it. Number 4, the Claire Lynch AJ Styles angle.
Yeah.
So much bad.
You have 2 TNA ones on there. I'm shocked.
Yeah, well, these were the worst. Well, there were some other kickers in there, but these were the ones that really stood out to me. Apparently, Claire Lynch wasn't supposed to be a thing, so they had to switch this on the fly and make Claire Lynch because the payoff was supposed to be Dixie. But the Carters were getting, apparently, according to Bruce Pritchard, the Carters were getting people at their country club going, "So, I hear your daughter's whoring around with this man, AJ Styles? What's going on with that?" And they couldn't handle it, and they said, "Yeah, you need to take this off TV and switch it." So,
Wow.
enter Claire
So they went and got
Lynch.
olive oil.
Yeah, they got this woman literally played olive oil at the Popeye ride out in Universal Studios. And they got her to come in, and she was getting, like, marks online, like giving her hate tweets and all these threats and whatever else, and she couldn't take it, so she quit to go back to play olive oil in the park. So they had to can the whole damn thing. Talk about snake bit from the get-go. I mean,
She got on TV.
Yeah. None of this was good, but on the flip side, I heard that this storyline here showcased AJ's acting chops enough to where WWE finally took notice for the first time and said we could do something with him. So
And now look at him.
Yeah.
He's champ that runs the camp.
So if there's some positivity here, it's that. So we got AJ Styles as quite possibly could be the longest running WWE champ in the modern era. So there's that. All right, number 3. And this, I see a trend on my list, and we're not done. Number 3, Vince McMahon's death.
I didn't add that one because there was a reason it didn't have a good payoff. So
Yeah, I mean, well, obviously we know why, but still. Bro, we're going to blow his car up. He's going to be gone forever, bro. And then, bro, his brother, who we've never seen before, bro, he's going to come back. And he's going to take over the company, bro. And then Vince McMahon is going to come back, bro, with an army of hobos. They're going to take over the WWF, bro. They're going to make it HCW, bro.
what the hell?
For those of you out there that think I just made all this up, this was supposedly, this is rumored to be one of the outcomes of that storyline, that Vince's real-life brother was going to take over the company for, in storyline, and then Vince, who was going to have amnesia and be living as a hobo, was going to come back with an army of hobos, and they were going to run roughshod on the WWE.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's one of the rumored ones. Freaking, they brought it up on the Pritchard podcast, and Pritchard wasn't there, and he just laughed his ass off at that, as we just did. So,
who booked this crap?
Can't blame Russo, bro. It's that room of writers. Number 2.
Poor Road Dogg.
Number 2, the anonymous Raw general manager.
Hell yeah.
Don't know what to do with it, bro? Hornswoggle.
Microsoft Sam had a voice in there. I think it's Microsoft Sam, right? That's his name?
I think so.
Edge had a feud with Microsoft Sam.
What are you doing, Edge? You've got the crazy eyes. I will admit...
I wonder why Microsoft wants to crush Vince.
Right? I will admit, or I will say this, hearing that computer with the stupid computerized voice and everything, I thought was a lot more tolerable than hearing Michael Cole do his little bit. I've received a message from the anonymous Raw general manager. He gets up on the little podium.
And I quote.
Yeah, and I quote. I forgot the whole thing. Didn't he grab the mic and, "Can I have your attention?" Or whatever, I don't remember.
Yes, I received a message from the anonymous Raw general manager. And I quote.
Why was he designated to read it all?
Because Cole, bro.
Like, they booked this thing like Vince Russo would. And I hate to keep throwing his name in there, but like everybody says, Vince Russo would do things and not have an end game to it. He would be like, well, we're going to book it now and come up with something later. That's exactly what they did with this. Because it had no payoff, and they kept it going for over a year. Like, how do you keep
They only brought it back to end it, though, to be fair.
Yeah, but how do you drag it out for over a year and not have a payoff? The payoff, which didn't make any sense, was Hornswoggle had his laptop under the ring doing it. And it didn't make sense.
To you, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. All right, number one. This one's still...
Oh, man. Number one.
This one still confounds me. The McMahon Lockbox.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
Yeah, what did Shane have on his dad, and why did he just drop it? Because he got his show?
Yep.
Like, this whole storyline didn't make any sense at all. Shane McMahon comes back. He threatens Vince with, I got something on you in a lockbox. Vince is like, well, fine. Then, I'm going to put you up against The Undertaker. And if you lose, you're gone forever, bro. And he lost. And then the next night on Raw, you know what? Never mind. You got your job back. Like, what the? Like, what? Why? Nothing makes sense anymore. Like, this ties into our podcast, man. I just, like, why?
Because screw us.
Nobody cares, pal. Wins and losses don't matter. Nothing matters. Life, we're doomed. We're all doomed. All right. That's my list, mercifully. You ready to go? You ready to go with your list there, Protein Shake?
Wow, what the hell? I think I am.
All right. Well, you know what that means.
Let's see if I'm ready.
It's time for the list, bro. Not just the list, but the list, bro.
I got quite a few on here that you didn't have, so yay.
Oh, man. Drudging up more crap. Can't wait.
Okay. Number 10, and we've already touched on this twice on the podcast. I said the Human Torch thing with Sting. He came back after it with his mask, with his face mask, with a mask on his face, excuse me. Pulled it off, and nothing was wrong with his face at all. Not a single thing. It was just the black and white face paint.
Set it up for Kane, bro.
Yeah.
So remember when Kane removed his mask, nothing was wrong. I mean, he's not a looker, but I mean, like, he's not burned.
Yep. So, yeah, the whole Human Torch thing was for nothing. That's unlike Russo. That's weird.
What do you mean for nothing? Like, we got to see Sting, but not really Sting, set on fire, bro, and take a header off of the Turner
He was gone for a month, bro.
Set him on fire. He's gone for a month, bro. Which, by the way, you can get a shirt that says, set him on fire, he's gone forever, bro, over at redbubble.com/people/pod rest society. But I digress.
Bro.
Got to get my stuff in, kid.
Let's see, here's one you didn't mention either. I said the Nash Punk Triple H texting saga at SummerSlam 2012, was it? 11, 12?
What do you mean it didn't have a payoff? Punk got devalued by having to take on Kevin Nash. Triple H buried Nash. End of story, bro. He's gone forever.
You're right. I think that was his last match in WWE too. So yeah, he was gone forever.
Yeah. Triple H buried him. He's gone forever, bro.
Man, yeah.
Isn't it fitting, though, you and I were talking about who had the bigger shovel, Kevin Nash or Triple H?
Yep.
Oh. In the end, Sledgehammer beats Shovel.
This one, I don't know. it had a payoff. I don't know if I liked it though. I said the invasion angle.
The whole thing sucked, and yes, the payoff blew.
Well, here's the thing. I was thinking back to it too. Like the payoff is okay. WWE wins at Survivor Series. They're all gone forever, bro. 2 in a row. But like every single person that was on the Alliance at Survivor Series was in the WWE after that.
Yeah.
So they just broke them up as a team, essentially.
They watered that. Well, they watered it down so much, but it wasn't even like ECW and WCW guys anymore. It was let's bring in Austin and you know all of our
Angle.
guys. Yeah, Angle and our guys. Got to bring them in. And like, why? Like, what is they? And then it can't be run by Paul Heyman and somebody synonymous with WCW. I know. I guess Bischoff, wasn't really an option at that time, but somebody else, anybody else, hell. But no, we can't do that. We got to have the McMahon family saga continue through this crap.
And they threw Regal in there too as their commissioner.
Yeah, I was reminded about that earlier today, actually. But yeah, so
wow, what a day,
right?
All right, here's another one you didn't say. The WCW white Hummer. Who was driving the Hummer?
Now, see, I didn't include that one because I wasn't watching WCW at that time, so I don't know what that whole thing was about.
Well, it was Nash and Savage, and Nash was Savage trapped him in a car, drove it to the back, got out, and all of a sudden a white Hummer runs right into it.
It was Hulk Hogan, bro.
White Hummer. Well, they bring back the white Hummer like months, maybe a year later. And like Sting's getting out of it, but it's a different Hummer, right? It has nothing to do with it. Then they kind of just like tie it into it. Oh, was he driving the Hummer that hit Nash? But like they didn't say if it was ever him. They questioned it. Nash questioned it, and then it died off.
Wow.
So even like they tried to save it for later, they still had no ending.
Wow,
that's. So I'll give him partial credit for continuity, but then they forgot it again.
And it sucked.
Yeah, which is weird. Right?
It was like
we sucked at things.
It had a twist. It was like an M. Night Shyamalan's movie. It had a twist, and the twist is it sucked.
Yep.
That's right. I got to burn in on M. Night Shyamalan's on a wrestling-related YouTube video. That's right. Got it in.
Water is the Hummer's weakness. Okay.
What the hell?
Next one. I don't know if you remember this one. Hogan lays down for Sting at Halloween Havoc 99.
No, I don't. I forgot about that one.
So he comes into the ring. They're going to face off for the title. Hogan comes into the ring. Sting's the champ. For some ungodly reason, Sting's heel here. And that didn't work because they didn't boo him.
I remember heel Sting.
Wasn't a Russo thing though, because he turned heel before Russo came in, so I can't blame him for that. But
yeah, this was oddly enough like heel Sting like taped up his ankles.
Yeah, I guess that was his thing.
Yeah, I guess heel must tape up ankles.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, because he turned heel. Get it?
Wow. I get it now. I don't think I want it, but I get it.
There you go.
But yeah, he lays down for Sting, and like first he comes in the ring, and he kind of gets like into Sting's face, and they're talking like secretive, like clearly, not like hiding it. He's talking to him, and he just lays down. Sting pins him, and Hogan walks out.
Wow.
They even make reference to this when Hogan or Jarrett lays down for Hogan at Bash at the Beach 2000. Like Scott Hudson's like, is this Halloween Havoc all over again?
From like 2 years prior?
No, it was...
Or a year prior?
Prior.
Yeah, okay.
8 months prior. Maybe 9, whatever. But yeah, they never make mention of it again. And Hogan disappears for a couple of months.
Wow.
So like...
Okay.
I don't know what the ending was there. Also, keep in mind, this is Russo's first pay-per-view. I think it's his second show overall. So,
wow.
There you go. Yeah.
Already in full Russo sucking form.
I mean, there's literally no more to say about this because that's how it ends. And Hogan comes back, and he's not with Sting when he comes back.
Yeah, that didn't work for him, brother. Had to get it in.
Staying on Hogan, I said the NWO in WWE.
Yeah. He got cheered at WrestleMania, so they flip him back to red and yellow the next night. Boom, it's over.
Well, yeah, and real quick history. Let's see if I can do this quick. Scott Hall gets fired. X-Pac joins them. Big Show joins them. Booker T joins them. Gets kicked out the next week. Nash tears the squad. It's gone. Gone forever, bro.
Well, you forgot, but the same night that Booker T got kicked out was the night that Shawn Michaels, of all people, joined. So.
Oh, yeah.
Shawn Michaels joins the Rare Company along with another Shawn Waltman as being the only person to be in both NWO and DX, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Rare Company, bro.
Rumor has it Triple H is going to join them if they stayed around, but, you know.
That would have been so weird. I don't think it was weird. It was weird seeing Shawn in it.
Pritchard confirmed it, so.
Ugh, man.
I guess the end game was going to be the entire clique together, no Big Show. But obviously that didn't happen.
See, that would have been cool. I would have been behind that, but they would have been the NWO, I guess. I don't know. They should have called themselves the Clique. I don't know. The Band.
Here's one. The Black Scorpion.
What do you mean it didn't have a satisfying ending? It was Ric Flair. That was another one of those we'll figure it out later storylines that they didn't figure out later.
He had it in his mind and then just ran with it. It was supposed to be he said some guy, something Perez, Al Perez, maybe. It was going to be him.
Yeah.
No one knew who the hell this was.
Yeah, and Ric Flair said it was going to kill this kid's career, so I volunteered to do it because it wasn't going to kill me, who gave a crap, so I just did it. And even though it clearly wasn't him the weeks prior, like it just, and then it just blew it off at the case. He got unmasked. Boom, that was the end.
Yep, he got unmasked and crawled out.
Yep. It was just, oh man. And see, the
I
thing
want to
is,
say this too. By the way, I was 6 or 7 when this happened, and not to sound like one of those marks, but I hella called this even at 7. I'm like, that's Ric Flair. It's got to be.
Well, look at the notes.
Back, everyone's like, well, everyone. It was blatantly obvious to, I guess, adults, but for some reason I knew.
Yeah,
it had nothing to do with the nose, by the way, but like just he was attacking Sting.
Well, Tony Schiavone was saying, he was like, who else could it be with that beak sticking out of that damn mask? Like, it's true. Yeah. But it had potential. I don't know. Watching back, everybody craps on it, but looking back, I thought it had potential. I thought it looked cool. But maybe that's just me. I don't know.
I think it is. Sorry.
You're a dick. So you're on number 3 then, eh?
Oh, man. Yeah. We already talked about this one, though, but I said the anonymous Raw GM.
Oh, yeah. Hornswoggle, baby.
What a payoff.
He's always the payoff, but yeah.
Next, I said the Fake Kane. I had that so high because I was intrigued by that.
I was, too. You ever notice that, like, he was only around for, like, what, a month, maybe? Made, like, 4 appearances at most.
If that.
Yeah. You ever notice that his wig kept getting a little better looking each week?
Yes.
Because when he debuted, I was like, dude, who gave you a perm? Like, it was all curly and looked fake as hell. I'm like, and the outfit the outfit looked bad. I don't know. It's ironic.
Opinion.
It was. He looked good at the pay-per-view when it was Kane versus Fake Kane. It was a little ironic though that Kane used to portray the fake Diesel, and now he's got somebody portraying the fake him. Full
circle. That was right? Luke Gallows, right?
Yeah. From From Fake Kane.
Then he went on to be Festus. Oh, man.
Yeah. Fake Kane to
Did he
Festus.
piss off?
Oh, he ran the gambit, bro.
Oh, man.
It's all good. I heard he's dating, according to rumor and innuendo, he's dating Nia Jax, so good for him.
He gets around.
Yeah. He used to be with Amber O'Neal, so lucky SOB.
All right, number 1. You didn't even have this on your list, but this is my all-time biggest what the hell.
Okay.
Man. Looking at it now, I'm still pissed because it was so good, man. It could have been a lot better. Like, the payoff should have been better.
I think I know what you're going to say, but let's hear it.
Yeah. I said the higher power.
That is not what I thought you were going to say, but okay. Wow.
Yeah. Dude, they literally built it up so big. It was great, man. I was like, maybe I'm being liberal with that word, but it was fun. And the payoff was it's Vince. And they killed it within 5 minutes, literally. Austin comes out and says, well, and Linda comes out and says, how can you do this to the family? Austin's the CEO. Bam. Higher power is dead. Literally within 5 minutes. I'm like, oh my God. They spent so much time building this up for just to be killed right off.
It was
God.
You know what's ironic is that's your number 1, and that was part of my intro for this week's podcast. So if you guys want to hear what I'm talking about, go follow the links down in the description down below. But yeah. So that I actually thought you were gonna say aces and eights because I didn't know what your opinion was on the finish of that.
What was the finish?
Turns out Bully Ray was the leader. I think Mr. Anderson was about to get kicked out, so he just F's him up and destroys him. And that's the end of it.
That was the end. I just thought it was a continuation of it.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. The fact that Bully Ray was the leader, I was like, I don't know. It was what it was, I guess. But another one is Nexus. That storyline. What the hell?
That still pisses me off to this day.
Speaking of Nexus, something about them that I had to bump from my list. Why they attacked The Undertaker and helped Kane bury him alive.
Yeah. Oh, man, I forgot about that.
That was never explained. I just never explained.
Swerve, bro.
Yeah. Swerve, bro. Nobody cares. They buried him alive, bro. He was gone forever. Well, at least until WrestleMania. And
I don't know why it still makes me laugh, man.
We've overused the hell out of that thing. Mother effer. Anyway. They should have had all members of Nexus come out of boxes. That would have been great. Oh, man. Well, next week, this one, again, went a little long, but, we dove into some... We do a deep dive on these lists. They're not just, a regular list, bro, but they're comprehensive dives into what the hell is going on. And next week...
Usually the crappy ones go longest.
Right. Well, next week, we won't have to go that long because these ones, and there will only be one list as opposed to my list and your list. There will just be one for this one. We're going to have a little fun next week, bros and broettes. We're going to go over the top 5 wrestlers that Uncle Dave loves and the top 5 that he hates. And we'll dive into why. Well, if you can explain why. But yeah, I mean, there are some wrestlers that he clearly doesn't like, and then there are some that he just can't help but poking at and insulting every single week. And then there are those that he's like, 7 stars, ah.
Yeah.
So
in the Tokyo Dome.
Oh man. Well, we'll dive into all that next week, but the week after that, I won't spoil it for you. But the week after that, some good stuff going on. So, yeah. But thank you for joining me today, Greg.
Yeah, thanks for the memories.
Leave the memories alone. Right. And like, subscribe, tick the little bell down below to stay notified. There's plenty of content, more content this week for Survivor Series. And yeah, we'll see you all on the flip side. Later. Thanks for watching this YouTube exclusive video for the Podcast Wrestling Society. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you're picking up what we're throwing down. And of course, we always welcome feedback in the comments section down below. And if you want to keep up with the weekly podcast that drops every Wednesday, links to the show page are in the description down below, along with our social media handles and our associates pages. Come on and join the society.